around, just my boy and me, with a Happy Meal in his booster seat, knowing that he couldn't have the toy till his nuggets were gone. A green traffic light turned straight to red. I hit my brakes. His fries went a flying.
Too much time.
His orange drink covered his lap.
We'll get it, bro. All you gotta do is stuff it.
Said a four-letter word. It started with S, and I was concerned. So I said, son, now where'd you learn to talk like that? He said, I've been watching you,
Dad, ain't that cool? I'm your buckaroo. I wanna be like you. I'm doing everything I can to try to keep from holding a tear back. I got him up here, and he likes it. I'll show you something. You got to be careful because other people that are in the shop don't want to be on a camera. But my son, he don't mind as long as it's at a distance. Check this out. He painted that this morning. I had to coach him through it. It took about an hour. But he scuffed it. And Big Lou told me, he says, the hard part is getting the thing ready. He says, but if you just muscle through that part, and the first time that, he told me, he says, the first time your son gets to paint something, that's when that spark will get there. And so I picked out something on Lou's truck when we got here this morning, and I let him scuff it down, and I let him shoot it. I had explained to him how paint lays, how to overlap it. I had to stop him and told him he was going too close. You can't, like a spray can, you got to keep like a robot. Anyway, long story short, got it all the way done, had a mask on him and everything. And then after it was drying, he pulls his mask off, and he was so proud of his work. He gets right this close to it, and he was checking it out. And he inhaled some of them vapors off of it. And I should have known. I wasn't paying attention, man. I was just so happy that he was interested in something that he done. He was so proud of himself. But he got a wind of that clear, and it made him sick. So I thought, oh no, man. He told me about a couple hours later, he said, Dad, I want to go home. And I thought, oh no, man. He said, I'm sick. Well, you know how that is with, young adolescents and everything, him growing up. Every time he didn't like doing something, he was sick. He didn't want to do it, so he was sick. So I took him home, man, and I about almost started bawling then, I thought, man, I thought I didn't know whether to really take that as a true thing. But he says, I said, son, are you interested in this? And he says, yeah, Dad, he says, I don't know, man, I just got a weak stomach. My stomach feels funny. And I got to thinking about it, talked to a couple of people in the shop, and then they said, look, he said, if he breathes that stuff at all, and even after it's on the parts, man, he says, yeah, it'll make him, kind of wheezy in the stomach. And come around 2-3 hours later, he calls me back. He says, Dad, I'm ready to come back to work. I'm feeling better. Yes! I thought, yes, man. I told him, I'm so proud of you, son. I said, people come up here. Lou came and looked at your parts that you painted. He said, he's so proud of you, man. Keep up the good work. So I got him up here now, and he's scuffing this bumper on this Cherokee. And he's got that drive now. You know what I'm saying? He's getting hooked. I'm so proud of that. I'm so proud of that. I did take him to heating and air when he was a kid. I think he might have been like 9 years old, climbing in the rafters, helping me hang ductwork. And then after he got a little bit older, after my accident, I said, son, you want to go back to doing heat and air, man? I said, I'll muster through it with you, and I'll show you everything you need to know, man. You can go in them frame houses and make you some money. And he told me, no, Dad, I don't want to do that, man. I don't like them hot houses like that. It's just, I don't want to do that. And he says, I'd rather do the computers than do that, or do something with computers, make money with computers, make His thing was he wanted to make money making video games. So I didn't ever, tell him he couldn't do it, because if you set your mind to anything, you can do it. So then I asked him if he wanted to mow lawns. He said, no, not really. He wasn't interested in that. And then I asked him if he wanted to do tile work, because I did tile work before. He didn't want to do that. I asked him if he wanted to do home remodeling, and he wasn't really interested in doing that, He hadn't really been interested in doing anything, So I thought I was a failure, I just felt that way, I might not have been, but I brought him up here, and I'm thinking he's going to be hooked on it, man, and that's a good thing. He can make good money doing this. He's learning. I'm so proud of him. And I'm going to get off here. I got to go back in there and coach him through things. But he's my buckaroo. He's been watching me. I want to be like you. Anyway, I'll see y'all later. Leinster out.